If you know, you know. We all know Anthony Joshua ain't been the same since he lost to Ruiz, because he gave Ruiz his credit when he lost. However, now he making up every excuse in the book to why he lost that fight. And recently he came out and stated that Ruiz got lucky and landed a lucky shot. And also he stated that Ruiz is weak for not being able to finish him for 4 rounds when he was concussed. Now, I find that funny to call a guy that knocked you out, to call him weak when he stopped you. I mean, I would never call somebody that knocked me out weak, because common sense tells me if he's weak, then that means I'm weaker than him. Now, what sense does that make me criticizing a fighter that beat me when I'm criticizing myself in the process? Now, Anthony Joshua stated that he weak, and he hurting himself if he believes that, because he has to fight Anthony Joshua. Don't believe your surroundings and what people tell you, because at the end of the day, they're not getting in the ring with Ruiz in the rematch. You is. But what's more important, if you claim that you went for the knockout too early when Ruiz wasn't that hurt, and you made a huge mistake by doing so because it cost you the fight, how can you criticize Andrew Ruiz not going for the knockout when he dropped you? Maybe he felt the same way you felt if you knew what time it was, and he felt that you ain't ready to go. And since he has a high ring IQ, he chose to break you down and put on a show and stopped you in the 7th round. So how can you criticize a fighter for having something you lack, which is intelligence? Andrew Ruiz could have possibly went for the knockout in the 3rd or 4th round. However, he felt like you still had some steam on your punches. Your legs were still there. So he chose to wait for the perfect opportunity, which he did, and he ended up getting the same results, which is knocking you out. So how can you criticize Ruiz for doing something you failed to do or failed to realize during the fight? And it takes an intelligent person and a fighter with experience to be able to do so. Also, on top of that, if it was a lucky shot that Anthony Joshua claimed that Ruiz hurt him with, then Anthony Joshua will try to convince you that Marquez landed a lucky shot versus Pacquiao in the 4th fight when he knocked him out. That's what the Pactars do. So if Anthony Joshua is a fighter, he should know better than that. And if he believes that was a lucky shot, then he may believe that the earth is flat as well. And if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're not going to be able to learn and improve and get better. So Andrew Ruiz, if he thinks that Andrew Ruiz can't improve because that was his best, then he's highly mistaken, because Andrew Ruiz took that fight on short notice. Anthony Joshua had a full camp. Andrew Ruiz did not have a full camp. Yes, he was coming off a win. However, at the end of the day, he didn't have a full camp to prepare for Anthony Joshua. Now that he faced Anthony Joshua, and since he has a high ring IQ, he will be better prepared, especially already experiencing and having already fought Anthony Joshua. He will be better prepared. However, the $1 million question is, will Anthony Joshua be better prepared for the rematch, since he claiming it was a lucky shot, since he believed Ruiz is weak for not being able to finish him for 4 rounds, which also translate to you not being strong, because how can you not recover for 4 rounds? Floyd Mayweather got hit by a right hand by Shane Mosley and recovered in like 30 seconds. It took you 4 rounds to recover and you couldn't do so? Good luck in the rematch. And if he thinks it's a lucky shot like I stated, how can you be prepared to not get hit by that shot again? Because Ruiz, he is a short, compact fighter. In boxing, we all know you jab with a jabber, but you don't hook with a hooker, especially a fighter like Ruiz, who's short like Mike Tyson and have short hands and fast hands, in fact. Obviously, fighting in the inside is his forte, so Anthony Joshua, instead of criticizing Ruiz for something that already took place and discrediting Ruiz while he's discrediting himself in the process, he should work on a game plan and working on his flaws that he made in the first fight, which is stamina, wrong game plan, better coach maybe being prepared better mentally instead of making all these excuses. Because just by what he's saying, I'm already favoring Ruiz to win the rematch. Like I said, Anthony Joshua is not having the right mindset. It seemed like he's believing the people around him and what people are telling him instead of heading to the gym and sticking to the facts and working on his flaws. So like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these casual fans. And follow Lantoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. Also follow me at Aki TV on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live and to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we out.